Now we're watching Will underwater from the side, commentary by Coach Chris. Again, we're going to watch it once, full speed. That turn was better. But we're not really getting underwater like we want on that streamline. Just staying a little too shallow. So let's talk about your pole real quick. Just touch on a few things, and then we'll take a look at that turn and that kick out, because that's an area we can improve the most. So here's that nice shoulder lead. See that shoulder gets out first? Really good follow through. Shoulders in first. You always want the shoulder leading the hand. This is a really solid pull. I think the arm's a little straight, and we'll see it on the other video, but with your wide set entry, like you're doing with that Y entry, you're getting good water. You're grabbing good water. So this looks good. There's that knee coming out. If you look back at the knee, I can see the knee coming out. So again, your kick is just a little too high. We want to try and keep that knee underwater, keep the leg underwater a little bit more. Finishing a little bit downward under you. That's kind of an old school backstroke. They try to tell you to finish a little bit more in line with the hip, but I've seen a lot of really good swimmers do that, so I can't really nitpick it too much. I'm just trying to give you the information. So what I'm seeing here is as you finish the end of your pull, watch this downward press. You're going to press down and see how low that hand gets. It gets under your body. So what they're trying to teach now at a lot of the higher levels in the country is more of a finish position where you push back, kind of like you're reaching down towards your knee, towards the bottom of your suit, towards your knee, instead of under you. But like I said, a lot of the athletes that are the top backstrokers in the world still do the finish like you're doing it. So I think it's something they're trying to teach to be more efficient, but I still see a lot of people doing it that are good world-class athletes. So I'm not going to say that you can't do it and swim fast. I'm just going to say play around with it. See if you can get that hand to stay a little more shallow, push a little more straight back towards the knees at the end of the pole there instead of pushing down underneath you too much. And just see if it makes a difference, if you like it. Real nice position with the hand. Okay, you can see the fingertips kind of pointed at the wall where the camera is. Nice little elbow bend, getting good water, grabbing good water. The hand's nice and deep. So I like that. And this is a better approach, not as much glide as the last time. But you're doing what I call the circus turn because you're doing the somersault, but watch the arms on a somersault. They're not coming into your body and going into a streamline. They're sweeping out. See how they're sweeping out like you're doing, like you're on a trapeze doing like a flip in midair? Okay. You want to pull the elbows in tight to the body, and it's like you're splashing your face. You don't want to keep the arms straight and sweep around like that. So here's the big thing that I want to talk about. As we look at your foot position, your feet are landing low on the wall. Your head is in the water low. Okay, and if I were to draw a line through them, there's the line. Okay, now let's watch you push off. Oh, it's amazing. You're pretty much right on the line. Okay, why is that? Because the angle you're going to come off the wall, how you push off the wall and how deep you get is a relationship between it's a landing position thing. So if your feet land up here high in the water and your head's down here low in the water, let your feet land. See where your feet are? Your feet are low and your head is low. So if I draw a line through this, okay, this is why you're having trouble getting underwater on your streamlines. If your feet are landing low in the water like you are, you can't push your body underwater. There's no angle to it. Okay, so if we want to get the angle that you're wanting to get, that we want you to get, where you're getting under the water for those dolphin kickouts, when you flip, those feet have to land right under the water. They need to land right where that top circle is, instead of under it where it's in line with your head. So focus on the landing, plant the feet high on that landing so you can push off and get a better angle underwater. Streamline's not bad, but you can see where you're looking. You can see how you're angling up like this for that breakout. Okay, if you want a really effective breakout, you want to lean away from the surface. You want to lean this way. Draw a little circle for your head. You want to lean back away from the surface. And what that does is that makes you sharpen out and go forward instead of popping up face first into the air. Again, really solid shoulder rotation. Hand positioning is pretty good. The only thing I see with the pole is that little bit of a downward finish, but that's not necessarily bad. And of course, your knee comes out a little bit on that kick. So stroke looks good. The turn has the biggest area for improvement. We got to try and get a little bit more energy to the wall. We got to try and watch how we're landing, get the feet higher. If we can do that, we'll get a better angle, stronger push coming off the wall. All that adds up into a lot of time drops. So let's focus on those turns, focus on the landings, and then let's move to that other underwater video where you're swimming straight at the camera.